Alright guys, so I'm gonna make a video telling you how to work on the pads here, because Adrian from Canada told me he was having some trouble with double registering on his pads when he was doing high BPM stream. So what I'm going to talk about mostly is the sensors. So we have the sensors here, sensors here. Here's the bracket that goes on top of the sensor. You see it's screwed in right there. And I'm assuming most people know basically how this works. The panel pushes down on these brackets, which go up and down. They push on them, and it registers this sensor right here. See, I'm going to push on it, it'll register. This is going to be a lot easier if you have the service menu, but if you don't, it'll be a little bit harder, but I mean, you can do it, it's going to take longer. So what you basically want to do is find out which sensors are the most unsensitive. You want the unsensitive ones. You don't want the sensitive ones, because the sensitive ones are going to double register. When you hit the up arrow on the fast stream, the left arrow will register. You don't want that. You want the unsensitive sensors. So when you get the most unsensitive sensors, find the ones, put them on the inside. That's what you want. These other three, I mean, if you have other good sensors, then you can still plug them in. But honestly, you don't even need these three, the outside arrows, the outside ones. This is the left arrow, by the way. You don't need the outside ones. You don't need these three. The one that you're gonna, the one that matters is the inside. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna put tape on top of here. See, I have double-sided sticky tape on top of this bracket, which is this right here. It's double-sided sticky tape. And then slits of tape on top of the double-sided sticky tape to raise it up to your preference. So basically what you're gonna wanna do is get maybe some double-sided sticky tape or foam, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And you're gonna wanna put it on the bracket. And then after that, you maybe wanna put, one or two slits of tape to raise it up as much as you want, depending how unsensitive or sensitive you want, your pads to be. Some people want them more sensitive, some people want them less sensitive. But basically what you want to do is get the unsensitive sensor and put it on the inside. The other ones, unplug them for now, because you don't really need them. Believe me, when you raise your arrows up with this tape on top of the bracket, you won't need but one sensor, and it needs to be on the inside. And the way everyone plays now, no one really flails out to the outsides of the sensor. Everyone's just hitting right here, the inside. So what you're going to want to do is get the unsensitive sensor, put it down here, put double-sided sticky tape, one layer, and put just regular tape. Double-sided sticky tape you can get at Walmart, anything, Target. And then you just get regular duct tape, anything, any kind of tape you want. And you're going to put it there. And remember, these ones you don't want them plugged in. Leave those unplugged, but leave the sensors in there because it's going to even out your panel when you go on there. You want your panel to be even, so make sure you put the tape evenly on all four of the brackets. And the way I have it's kind of crude, it's just tape, it's not a big deal. So the sensitivity of, how you can tell if your sensor's too sensitive or unsensitive is when you're going to have it plugged in, you're going to want to tap it like this with your finger. You can hear me tapping it. And you don't want it to register when you do that. If you look on the screen, you can hear me tapping it, you see nothing. You want it to be like that. You want it to be unsensitive. You want it to respond to pressure from the panel. You don't want it to respond to vibrations. Vibrations are bad because when you hit the up arrow, you don't want the left arrow to go off. That's by vibration registering, which you don't want. So tap on it, that means it's good. That means it's unsensitive. But you want it to actually be able to work, so you're going to press on it. And when I press on it, it should light up. That's a good sensor. It's unsensitive enough so where I tap it, it doesn't go off. But when I push on it, it goes off. That's what you want. And I'm sure you guys have heard of foam modding. Matt foam modded our left side. This is our left side down arrow. And this is what foam mod looks like. See, what he has here is a layer of foam. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a layer of foam, and then he has little slits of tape on top of the foam. And the reason he has those slits on top of the foam is to raise it up, because the foam will indent. So you put the little slits of tape to raise it up, and after you play on it, the tape will get indented into the foam. After you play a few days, open it up and put a couple more slits of tape, because it'll recess a little bit. The foam will recess, so you put the tape on there to raise it back up. And like I said, you find the most unsensitive sensor, which is this one. You put it in the middle, in the inside spot. These ones, you keep the sensor in there, but you don't need them to be plugged in, really. Because when you have them raised up with foam or tape or whatever, it shouldn't really matter. So get your unsensitive sensor and put it in the inside. That's the biggest thing. So that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, just, feel free to put your input or whatever. And like I said, if you don't have access to the options menu, it's going to be a little bit harder, but that's basically it. Biggest thing, get the most unsensitive sensor, put it on the inside, plug it in, unplug the rest of them. Make sure all your tape or foam or whatever you put on there, make sure it's even on each panel. That way your arrow has an even surface. And that's it. You're going to basically want to raise up your panels, put the unsensitive on the inside, and you should be good to go. Of course, you're going to have to play with it and figure out, you know, which sensors are sensitive enough and unsensitive enough. And yeah, but that's the way I do it. And Matt, thanks to Matt also. Matt knows a lot about this, and he's helped me a lot too. So that's it. If you have any questions or input, go ahead and put it in the comments and all that shit. But yeah, that's it.